So I am going to begin by drawing the outline of my chosen animal. You could choose a person or a bird or a mammal or a reptile. It doesn't matter too much, but it just needs to be something that moves. So I am going to start by drawing the outline. I'm looking at a photo of a dog that's just off the side of the screen, so you can't see it. But I'm just gonna go, you can do this bit quite slowly, just try and get a rough outline. Okay, you can see I'm just doing quite sketchy lines, quite pressing quite lightly with my pencil, and it doesn't matter if you make some mistakes like I did here with the tail. I realised that actually the line needs to come down there. If you've done a line quite lightly, you can go for it darker to show that that is the right line that people should be looking at. And then my dog's leg is like that, and then this is its paw here. And then the other thing to remember is that no one else is going to see the photo that you're working from, so they won't know if you have got any very minor mistakes. It doesn't matter too much because no one's ever going to see the photo. Okay, now my dog that I've chosen to draw is actually like in movement already. He's got his paws out. Okay, so let's just rush through this bit because this is not the most important bit. He's got a lovely happy open mouth there. Okay, this is his nose. I'm just going to draw in some details but not tons. I'm just going to make sure that his little eye is in. Obviously make sure that you've got your things that make it obvious that it is a dog or a cat or a lizard or whatever you're drawing, like a few facial features and ears and things like that. My dog's kind of got like one paw up in the air like that, and then one paw is coming forward and is in line with that paw there. So I'm just going to try and make that look a bit better. And it comes all the way down like that. Okay, this is taking quite a while. I don't want you guys to rush this, but I've gone quicker probably than you will. Okay, so there's sort of a rough outline of a dog. Maybe not the best drawing in the whole world, but it doesn't really matter too much. If you want to go over and rub out bits that you've got wrong like these, you can, that's fine. Don't mind rubbing out. In this instance, it's fine. So you can go over now and solidify those lines, make them a bit darker to show which lines are the right ones. Oh, my dog has actually got his tongue hanging out a bit. There we go. So we've got kind of a sketch of a dog. I think it's obvious. Hopefully that's obvious that's a dog. It might not be the best drawing in the whole world, but that's fine. It doesn't matter too much. Okay, so now to show that it's moving, in the last Futurism sketch that we did, we drew guidelines for the whole person or object, to have it moving across the page to show the movement. The way that I'm going to show the movement with this dog is I'm going to choose elements that move within the animal itself. So for example, I'm going to draw guidelines for each element. So I might want to have the leg moving, okay, like this, and I've drawn this guide here, and I'm going to follow this line. Remember, it will be a curved line, okay, and again, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Usually you'll start from the same point, because obviously the leg attaches at the body at the same point. That doesn't change. So the only bit that I'm changing is I'm changing the angle of the leg. Okay, I think I've actually done my guideline wrong, because you want the leg to appear the same length the whole time. So, but it doesn't matter, because these lines just end up making it look like the leg is moving. You can add some extra lines. And then what ballet in particular did is he'd add these sort of curved air lines to sort of show movement. Because Futurism has a lot of lines built up on top of each other, it's much harder to see if there's a mistake that you don't really want people to know about. It doesn't matter, because all people are going to be looking at is lots and lots and lots of lines. So with this leg, I might choose to, I could either have it moving back and forward in the same shape that it is, or I could choose to sort of try and extend it a bit every time, so it looks like it's coming down to a different position. But I've only changed that bit. Okay, you could even add in a few lines either side to make it look like it's moving. And then you'd want to do the same with every other leg. Okay, so maybe if you think about it, you could even watch a video of the way that your chosen animal or person moves. Okay, because this leg's gone up and is now coming down, maybe this leg is going to end up going up like this. And guys, you can see that this is not, you know, the most necessarily accurate movement of a dog. I'm just drawing some extra limbs in. And then you might even choose to have the head or the tail moving as well. That's just an artistic decision you can make. I am going to have the tail moving slightly. Remember, it always starts from the same point. I'm having to remind myself of that. To show that it's wagging back and forwards. Yeah, and then you could even do some of the futurist lines that they like to do to show movement. Okay, so I'm going to choose to leave the head. I still actually need to do this leg and add lines onto this leg here, but you can still see that that is starting to become a futurist sketch showing how a dog moves. Okay, and it's quite a forgiving movement, really, the Futurism movement, because you've got all of these overlapping lines. You can tell that I'm trying to show you that the dog is moving. Yeah, but you can't really tell if I've made any mistakes, and you're the artist anyway, so the only person that knows whether it's right or wrong is you. There we go. So that's quite a good start of dynamism of a dog.